Hi there, Rick here. It's Tuesday, May 14th. The market's closed right now, but I just wanted to go over my positions. So, put the mouse pointer over it. That's my profit in Canadian dollars, $1,432.10. US dollars, $1,280. Yeah, US dollars, okay? Because some of my my stock holdings, okay, it's listed on the Nasdaq, not in the Canadian markets. That's why it's showing a profit in US dollars. If I were to sell, well, my 4 positions that I have right now, okay, I could literally cash out and take a profit of $3,000 that I made, Canadian dollars, for the month and a half of trading. Not bad actually, okay, because $3,000 in a month and a half in my TFSA account too. So remember, I don't have to pay taxes on it, so that's a straight $3,000 in profit right there. Okay. So I just wanted to go over a couple of the positions that I have. You see this one here, FYL.VN. It's listed on the Venture Exchange. That's what the VN stands for, smaller market. But you see that I have 2,000 shares in it, okay? I bought it at an average price of 4 cents, see, 0.04. Your chicken timer. It was showing, I think, a loss of $10, but there's been a little bit interest in it, okay? And you can see that the price now is at 5 cents, okay? Just a movement of, 1 cent, okay? Because I have 2,000 shares, okay? Show a profit of $20, okay? Finlay Minerals. It's an area out by Houston, okay? Between Prince Rupert and Prince George. And Finlay Minerals, okay, they own a large area out there, a large piece of land. Actually, it's very, close by where Newmont has a stake in a mining area out there too. And there's supposed to be some, a rich deposit of gold, copper, another metal too that's used in the manufacture of stainless steel too, okay? I think it's called metallium. Okay, probably not pronouncing it right, but it's something like that, okay? So I'm hoping that, okay, maybe, okay, the company Finlay Minerals, okay, I believe that they do not plan to go into production, okay, with the discovery that they made, okay. What they're trying to do, I believe, is trying to do the exploration on the piece of land that they own, and then sell it to a larger company that will bring it into production, okay? Because it's very expensive to start literally mining the minerals. Like literally, it takes probably about 7 years just to get all the necessary permits and to get all the equipment in place. And then you're spending about $200 million. So you have to invest quite a bit of money when you're going to start up a mining operation. It's really not that easy. It takes a lot of time to do. Okay. So I have 2,000 shares in it. Sometimes there's more than one way to invest too, because I hear some people doing this, okay? They won't own 2,000 shares. They'll own 40,000 or 50,000 shares. When it moves up to about $1, they'll sell, okay? And, wow, like, I mean, they've made a couple, wow, more than $10,000. I think maybe between $20,000 to $40,000. So that's quite a nice profit. But there's more than one way to strategize here and, you know, make money in the markets. Okay. You can see my First Majestic Silver, 1,000 shares. Okay. I bought an average price of $8.50. It's showing, you know, almost like $10 price right now. Okay, the profit is $1,430 Canadian. Okay, this one here, IAMGOLD, for the longest time it showed a loss of $100. Okay, now it's okay. Like, this is the highest I've seen it. Okay, a profit of $300 US dollars. Okay, because it's listed on a US exchange, so it's in US dollars. Okay, I think right now it's the stock price is around $4.42, something like that. So remember, my my strike price was $4. So as soon as the stock reaches $4, then I above $4, then I start making a profit in that. Okay, so that's a nice profit. Okay, like literally $300 US dollars in IAMGOLD. Okay, they have about 3 big mining operations around the world. This one, SILV, okay, it's showing a profit of almost, well, $1,000 US dollars right now, because it's on a US exchange, right? So it's showing a profit of $980. Okay, so I think it's really good to you know, trade the, you know, the good mining stocks right now, just because there's a lot of talk, okay, on the internet about you know, how gold and silver is going to go up in value. Okay, especially gold, but silver has to go up in value too if gold goes up, because they kind of like mirror each other, and there's a correlation between the price of gold and silver. Remember, I was at the gym last Sunday, just talking to one of the guys I play basketball with, and you know, he was saying how such and such, you know, lost $7,000 gambling. He was betting on a basketball game. I think he was betting on for the Lakers to get by whichever team, I can't remember, but to get by them in the first round, and the Lakers lost. Okay, and I was kind of shocked too when I found out that they lost in the first round. Remember, LeBron James, you know, considered one of the best basketball players in the world, he plays on Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, and they lost in the first round, and this person was betting on, okay, you know, for the Lakers to get by in the first round, and it didn't go that way, and I heard he lost $7,000. Now, you know, it's gambling, right? You know, and the stock market is a form of gambling too, but at least you own part of a company, right? And I would say that it's very risky, okay, to make a bet like that on a basketball game, compared to if you're buying some stocks in a particular company. Because of course, yeah, you can buy stocks, shares in a company that's, you know, just quite well known. Okay, you know their financials, you know that they're making money every year. Okay, they usually do well every quarter, right? I just find it a lot safer, right? Especially if you know what you're doing. Okay, you know that, okay, gold, for example, usually it doesn't drop like 10% overnight, or even, you know, drop like 50% of its value overnight. Okay, if that were to happen, literally people would start buying like crazy and just snatch it all up. Okay, and there would be no more gold on the market or even silver for that matter on the market, because there's a lot of speculators out there, and they realize, hey, if you know, if gold or silver drop 50% in value, they think, oh yeah, that's a bargain. You know, they'll start buying all of it up, right? So, hi there, Rick here. It's May 15th, Wednesday, 2024. I was just checking my positions this morning, okay? There's been a lot of activity in the metal markets today. Gold is up $24, silver's up $73. I logged into my Questrade app, okay? Looked at my positions, okay? My positions are a lot higher this morning, okay? Just because, well, gold is up $24. Silver jumped up 73 cents. That is huge, okay? You have to remember, I've been following silver, you know, a lot. And, you know, there's been movements of what? 10 cents, 5 cents, you know, maybe 15 or 20 cents at the most, right? But very rarely would it move that much in an overnight movement. Now you're seeing like, you know, 73-cent movements. You know, that is huge, okay? Like, of all the years of watching the price of silver, I just have not seen it move like that in my entire life, okay? So something's happening in the metal markets. And, okay, there's my Canadian profits, okay? $1,642.10 profit, okay? Because I have positions in Canadian markets and US markets. For my US dollar profit, $1,550, okay? I calculated it out, okay? Like, okay, these US dollars to Canadian dollars, and combine the two, adds up to about $3,562, okay? You know, that's quite a bit of money, okay? You know, if I sold all my positions right now, okay, I would have, you know, that much profit in Canadian dollars. $3,562, okay? SLIV, Silvercrest Metals, okay? So when the market opened, okay, there was a lot of activity in it. As on average around what? 145,000 shares were being traded every 2 minutes. Okay, it dropped, okay, opened at about what? 874 here, okay? And then, okay, it dropped all the way down to what? 837, okay? And then in the next what? In the next 40 minutes, okay, it went as high as what? $9.05. So that's a difference of what? About 65 cents, okay, between the low and the high. Okay, you see that? About 839, we'll just say 840, right? And 905. So 65 cents, okay? If you would have bought, say, 1,000 shares, okay, bought it at about what, 839 and sold it at the top, okay, that would be a profit of 650 US dollars right there. Converted back to Canadian, what is that? So converted back to Canadian, that's about 850 Canadian dollars, okay? You know, that's a pretty nice profit, okay? And if you would have bought, what, 2,000 shares, it'll be double that, okay? So that'll be what? That'll be $1,700 Canadian profit right there, okay? And, you know, you can transfer that money out of your trading account into your checking account at your local bank. You know, stick that money in your pocket and, you know, go out and spend it, right? Go celebrate. You know, I'm happy when I hear, you know, successful stories of how some people made, huge sums of money in the stock market. And, I used to follow Stephen Ducks before, when, he, in 2 years, he made like $2 million in the markets. Okay. I don't think he was a genius. I think he was just very smart. Okay. But, you can do the research for yourself too. Okay. Like, I mean, he's got a YouTube channel. Okay. His name is Stephen Ducks. Okay. Last name spelled Dux. He's a young Korean guy. Okay. I think he lives in the U.S. Okay. And, he actually tells people how he actually done it. And, the expiration date on the option is coming up. And, well, I feel that, gold and silver, is going to continue on its bull run. It's going to continue to go higher and higher and higher. I hear this more on the internet. More economists are saying this sort of thing on the internet. Every 90 days, okay, you know how much the U.S. is adding to its debt in every 90 days? $1 trillion. The amount is almost so big that it's almost hard to comprehend how much $1 trillion is. To take a guess, I think it's $999 billion. If you add one more billion, yeah, you got $1 trillion right there. Okay. And, that's a lot of money. That's like, it's almost hard to comprehend. That's why I'm not surprised that, the central banks have introduced a new type of currency that's going to maybe, come in case the U.S. government, defaults on its debt, right? Because even I heard the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, I heard that they were asking, they were saying that, yeah, we need to get back to some sort of gold standard, okay? Because the money printing is just getting out of control, okay? And the way the money's being spent too, it looks to be very reckless, okay? And when that sort of thing starts to happen, yeah, big institutions, okay, that have a big effect on the market, they're starting to say things that they normally never used to say before, right? Like, we need to go back to some sort of gold standard. Even if you peg your currency to maybe, I don't know, even 10% of gold, or even 5%, okay? At least you don't have to peg it 100% to gold, because sometimes, if you do that, gold's going to shoot up to the moon, okay? And I'm sure that the U.S. government doesn't want that, okay? They don't want the gold to, shoot up to the moon, and then, people would lose faith in the faith in the U.S. dollar, right? They wouldn't be buying U.S. treasuries. They won't be buying bonds, right? They'll be buying gold, yeah. And